escalate to something like that, then leave. Then leave the individual. If you are in a relationship with someone and you are trying, and just like you said, no matter what you do, and PMS is not an excuse.
It's not, right,
Anger
it's
is not an excuse either. You know,
Right.
we get a lot of times, you know, in some of the batterers intervention services, they talk about, you know, anger management. Well, the truth is, anger management and domestic violence are two different things. Because if you think about it, you get angry at police officers when they give you a ticket. You get angry at the clerk at the grocery store. But you wait until you get all the way home and take it out on somebody that you consider to be smaller, weaker, or, you know, vulnerable. So it's definitely an issue to
Of
where
control.
of control. And so if you are in a situation with a woman or whomever, you know, a lot of times people think that domestic violence is strictly about relationships. But what about there's siblings, there are, you know, caretakers, parents are very abusive to their children. Those are all things that are still considered domestic or family violence.
Now, you say you're on location. Does this mean that besides a forum or a workshop, you do one-on-one?
Oh,
Right.
absolutely. We do
One-on-one.
one-on-ones all the time, especially when we go out to schools, to places of worship, to community events, and partnering with various agencies throughout the community. We do get calls. We give our cards out to individuals to let them know whenever you have a situation or a phone call, or if you just need somebody to
talk to,
listen to what you're
listen.
going through. Because that's usually the biggest thing, is finding somebody that you can trust that won't judge you, that won't
Right.
belittle you, or even blame you for what it is that you're going through. So
We're
we
Just
we're
need an
here
outlet.
with
Just need an outlet. That's
with Asia Smith and Dawn James, who are here from Purple Rain, which is turning tragedy into triumph.
Absolutely.
And you know, one of the things that's really incredibly important is what you just explained about trust.
Right.
Because, you know, obviously enough, those are some of the elements that we have limited amount of,
Right.
and why the problems that we're having in the relationships domestically or whether it's socially are beginning to escalate. How do you reinforce an attitude of someone to feel that they can trust that whatever it is that they are trying to do through your recommendation is going to be effective?
Well, it takes time. The sad part about sexual assault, which is rape, molestation, incest, and any form of abuse, your trust is the first thing that's broken. And so, you know, because they use your trust actually to gain access to you to even do those things to you. So again, trust is something that we definitely allow an individual to do at their own pace. And so we use ourselves, you know, myself in particular, to say, listen, you know, you can turn tragedy into triumph. I know right now it doesn't feel like it, and it may not feel like it for a while. However, I am not going to allow this to dictate the rest of my life. I am not going to allow this to continue to shape and mold my future. And when you look at it from that context, and again, slowly but surely, everybody has their own levels.
Let them move at their
then-
own pace.
Right,
Let them-
and then they
let them
will
open up to
definitely do
you.
that. But as you heal,
time goes on.
the trust issue. Now, again, I'm never belittling what happens, because it is devastating, once again, to be raped, to be assaulted, to be spoken to in a very demeaning and belittling way. However, you can take those things and turn them into something. Makes you smarter. Not guarded, but smarter. So now I go into things and I look at, and now I know what to look for.
Right.
If I see
Things
something
that
that's
are
out of
different.
ordinary, or, you know, or something that is going to take me back to that place,
Right.
I cut it off immediately, because I don't put my healing in the hands of someone else.
Dawn, in regard to the way and the concept that you all use in order to be able to give people an understanding what anger management is and these different concepts, on average, how often or how many sessions does one need to get to a point where they feel confident that they can do the right thing?
You really can't put a number on the amount of sessions.
Well,
It-
from the
I mean,
sessions that you've
it-
done.
It really depends on.
2, 3?
Well, it takes, you know, typically in our
Right,
sessions,
right.
we get some individuals that, you know, over time, because it's not something that's ended. We have open-ended groups.
Right.
And
Oh,
so
really?
you are welcome
The
to
people
come
who want to really
anytime.
come in
Absolutely.
and use their experiences to help
Absolutely.
encourage others.
Very
Because there's a
similar
lot
to-
of, there's a degree
Oh,
of really
it's a lot.
strong volunteerism involved. as well.
Absolutely.
Right.
Very similar to AA and NA, how
Okay.
you go and you sometimes, you know, it may take someone a couple of weeks to even
Get to
to get to the
open it.
point to even want to talk
Right.
about it.
Wow.
Because you know, when you're going through something like that,
Right.
you
Right.
really, first of all, you realize that you're not the only one. So that's the best
That's
part
right.
about what we
Right.
do. do. So it's
Right.
not just you, because you feel like that when you're going through it. You are constantly told no one's going to believe you, no one's going to do this for you, so you automatically feel blamed for what you were, exposed to. So now you get to sit in an area where there are other women or other men just like yourself. And so you can see like, wow,
There are other people that are like
and
me.
as time progresses, now you feel a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger. And, some sessions, people cry, they scream, they go through whatever
They
it
may
is
get
that
angry at
because you have to get
They
it
may,
out.
They may, at that moment, just get angry at you. They may say different things to you that you may not think that they, you would expect
But we
from
don't
them.
take it
But you don't
personally,
take it personally.
because
Well,
we know where
let
it's
me
coming
ask you in
from.
terms of, and I understand relatively that you're very professional, and certainly you're articulating things very well in regard to how you're able to represent the quality that an individual want in professionalism. You are a mom, you have 3 children, and you're
Yes.
single. Does this really complement the attitude that you could bring in regard to people who may have different types of lifestyles as well?
Oh, absolutely. This is what we do, and this is also who we are. However, just when we open up and we talk to individuals, they see themselves in us. While I may be able to articulate certain things, it doesn't exclude me from,
Right.
being in certain areas. I still live in Newark, born and raised, so it doesn't exclude me from certain situations. And being single, it actually complicates things a little bit because, at times you get individuals that may be intimidated by the work that I do, or they can't understand my passion for what it is that I do. But knowing where I came from
Right.
and knowing where I could have ended up, dead or in a mental institution
Right.
or even in
Wow.
prison,
Right.
it is very important for me to let a lot of people know that yes, what you see right now is a result of me turning tragedy into triumph.
Wow, that's phenomenal in regard to that.
Thank you.
Now, the two of you, are you both a part of fraternity?
No, we're not. I'm not. Mm-mm.
Okay. At all?
No.
All right. Well, then, obviously, the engagement that you're going to be promoting soon will be involved with a partnership with different fraternities and different organizations. The Violence Institute of New Jersey will be part of the forum that you're going to be having. Can you just share with us what's going to be going on that Saturday?
Okay. Well, it was really important for us to not just have a panel of dynamic speakers and respected experts in their field, but to also provide a platform for victims and survivors and the community to understand what domestic violence is, what sexual assault is, and how we can eradicate this vicious cycle. On March the 12th, that's a Saturday, we are going to be at Central High School. Principal Raz Baraka is also, on our panel as
On our
well.
panelists.
And so he brings, an element to the table as a community activist, as an advocate, as a principal, as a councilman. Mayor Wayne Smith, of course, he does phenomenal work here in the township of Irvington. Lieutenant Kuntz will be on our dais. We've got Pamela McCauley from the Essex County Prosecutor's Office.
Pam is my friend.
Right,
Yeah.
she's gonna
a lot
discuss-
of people are
right.
familiar with Pam, and
Right.
especially if you've gone through some
Absolutely.
disparities in your
And
life.
She's
such
the
as
domestic
Absolutely.
violence
Phenomenal.
Right.
coordinator.
And what we're also going to do, in addition to having the speakers set up in the auditorium, the atrium will be full of different resources and other community agencies so that when people are there, because we get a lot of times individuals are like, I would like to do this or I need that, but I don't know where to go. How do I access this? So what better way to do it than to have a whole day full
resource
of
table.
resource
Service.
tables. You can take information, you can sign up for some of their services,
Right.
and then of course, take those steps, because healing is a journey, it is not a
Wow.
destination.
Healing is a journey, it is not a destination. And that's a very good comment. I'm very happy that you were able to say that, because that is important and why it's necessary for individuals, or not only who may be experiencing some disparity in their lifestyle, would like to be encouraged to find out more about programs that exist, and certainly the work that you're doing, which is going to be very important to our community. You're also going to have Dr. Samson Davis there, who
yes.
does the work with the Three Doctors Foundation, and Brother Thomas Ellis, who's my
Yes.
good friend, who's out in the vineyard
yes.
doing some incredible work, and the wife of Rapper DMX. We're very happy that you all came by to ensure that we can have involved
Right.
way in which we want to participate.
And if I may, I just want to, allow people information in terms of where to go to register, because although it is a free event to the community, we do want people to register because there will be additional giveaways and things of that nature. May I?
Yeah.
Okay, the event is going to be on Saturday, March the 12th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Registration will begin at 9:30 at Central High School, which is located at 246 18th Avenue in Newark. Seating is limited, so again, if you can RSVP by March the 9th, 2011, you can go to liveforlove.eventbrite.com, or for more information, you can call 973-93-PURPLE, which is 973-937-8775. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you all there. Oh, and there will be a lot of advertisement in the Star Ledger as well as all the local newspapers as well.
Okay, as Asia has just shared with you, on my birthday, that's the last day, March the 9th, that you will be able to find out what is necessary for you to prepare yourself for and become a part of this mission to help change and transfer all of the energy of negative impact in our community, something that's very positive. I'd like to thank both of you for coming by.
Thank you so
And
much.
we're
so
looking
much.
forward to
Appreciate
working with you. Thank you very much.
Okay, you
Thank
have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Okay, and live for
You too.
love. That's our,
Thank you.
Live
our
for
whole thing.
love. I
Live
love that.
for
That's really
love.
good.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much. Purple Rain, all right? If you are interested in being able to reach out to them and become a part of their program as a volunteer, or offer some type of a testimonial of your issues that you may be concerned about, you can always call 973-93-PURPLE. That's 973-937-8775, or email mycryinthedark, MYCRYINTHEDARK, at purple, REIGNSS.org. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.